Okay. I was doing my morning devotional, and in my book by Billy Graham, he talks about patience. And I don't necessarily think about not having patience or having patience. I don't really think about patience, to be quite honest. But he talked about it in terms of farming, something that I can relate to because I live essentially in an area of the county where there's a lot of farming going on. And what I took away from it was, okay, our current culture, we've gotten in this, I want a new house, I've got to have it tomorrow, and it needs to be a brick home with a walk, landscape yard, and I need to have a Mercedes-Benz that's gray with white leather seating inside, and we go on and on. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with wanting to have those things. Some of those things may be things that I myself want or others want. That is nothing wrong with that. But the problem becomes in the fact that we want it yesterday, or at best we want it today or tomorrow. We're not willing to wait one single minute for it. So what the devotional was about, essentially, was in the book of James, passage in chapter 5 that's talking about, essentially about farming, and about how a farmer will put seeds in the ground. That same farmer is going to wait and hope for rains in July and August so that in the fall there will be a crop that can then be taken in to generate food, money, lots of good things. Unfortunately, in our current culture, we may be able to get as far as, okay, I'll plant it. I'll water it. I'll wait a little while. It's been a week. Where's my crop? There's no crop. So we get itchy. Another week passes. Nothing, there's no crop. Hey, I barely see any little green things coming out of the ground. Yeah, right. I'm sure there's going to be these wonderful, stalks of corn. There's going to be wonderful, cotton plants and tobacco plants growing. All I can see is dirt and a little bit of some kind of green thing coming up. Give me a break. I'm patient. I've waited 2 weeks and I don't see anything. Well, if you've lived around farming, you know that it's not going to happen like that. Doesn't matter how irritated you are in the process, all that irritation isn't going to do one thing to change the circumstance. You're not going to get a crop any more quickly by being agitated and irritated. So why do it? Why do we all do it? I have no idea. All I can tell you is what it brought me back to is that even though we may not think of ourselves as patient or impatient, we've got to plant that seed. Then we got to nurture it. And then we just got to wait a while. We got to wait for rain. We got to wait to give those plants time to break through the ground, to come up, to rise up, and to be right place so that we can harvest them. Wanting them tomorrow is not bad, but it isn't going to make anything happen. You've got to follow through. You've got to be persistent. You've got to stay the course. That's something I'm really working on, is to be persistent, be consistent, and stay the course. So, do as I'm trying to do. I'm trying to build that seed, put a little fertilizer on it, put a little water on it to get it going, let nature take its course, as they say, and I'm waiting for that crop to come in. The crop, for me, will be some successes in terms of life, in terms of money, in terms of health. I'm already seeing some positive results from some healthy things I'm doing. I put that seed down a few weeks back. I didn't see anything for that first week. Not really a whole lot the next week. And I haven't counted it up exactly, but it's been 2, 3, 4 weeks. But what I can tell you is, due to various circumstances, I ran out of my blood pressure medicine. Normally that could really be a problem, because I suffer typically from high blood pressure. But guess what? My blood pressure is not high. You say, how? Okay. What have I been doing? If I gave you a full view, you'd say, well, you sure hadn't lost any weight. And I wish I had, but I haven't. But what I have done is I've started eating a lot of fruits and vegetables and being conscious of what I do eat and trying to eat less processed foods. I eat some meat, but I do it more as meat, the incidental thing, than as the main thing. The biggest thing, though, is every morning, my dog and I have gotten to have a morning ritual. We go walking, and I let her pick the way. There's a couple of tracks we can go, essentially to the right or to the left. And I noticed that this morning, part of the walk, I was suddenly at a point and I was like, I don't remember taking all those steps, but here I am. And I realized it was getting to be that kind of habit. That's a habit that's worth having. I've planted that seed, and I am now, the showers of rain are coming in terms of my health. I'm seeing fruit. Granted, the crop's not really coming in yet, but hey, I can see some fruit on the vine. That's enough for me. So, go out there, build up your patience, build up your consistency, work for better things, know that better things don't come in just a minute. Mainly be persistent and trust that if you stay the course, do the right things, those good things will come to you. If not tomorrow, it may be next week. It may even take another week. Don't be discouraged. Hang in there. Good things are coming. Have an incredible day. Thanks for listening.